right. Hey, yo, this would be video 4. It is Thursday. Couldn't even tell you the date. Oh, it's Veterans Day. Happy Veterans Day to all you served. Thank you for serving our country. Yes, it's Veterans Day. It's a holiday today. I originally wasn't even going to make a video today. Past couple days have been really hardcore and emotional, as you can tell, since I started this whole documenting filmmaking perspective of this. So I didn't get much sleep last couple nights. I've had some really bad insomnia, but I did get some more writing done. I have 2 complete pages of chapter 1 done. Got like the whole preface done and edited for the editor, and then yeah, chapter 1, 2 complete pages already done. It's got to be edited, but I think like it's rough draft and it flows fairly well, but I don't think I'm gonna add anything more to it. I'm just gonna go through and like make edits and just, you know, but there's really no reason to like make chapter 1 very long, right? Just an introduction to me, and chapter 2 is like where I jump into that night, which is kind of like where I was gonna go with you guys, because video 4, which is this is it, was gonna start with the case file and the narrative, the first, you know, narrative over here, which actually I gave you like a teaser on the last video. I don't know if you watched the whole thing, because I did ramble like 20 minutes, and I do not want to make 20-minute videos every time, so I will try to like making these nice and short for my little reading sessions I got going. And I did not put on makeup today for you because A, I'm emotionally spent, and B, I just cry it away. I mean, it just drips off my face, so I look extra super pretty for you today. But I do like to showcase my vast array of prescription glasses, if you have not noticed that. I'll try to wear a new pair for you every day. They are all prescription, by the way. Love it. The days of going to the eye doctor and getting like, you know, the 2 pairs of cheap glasses are like totally over. All you need is like your prescription these days, and there's so many websites where you can get like $5 frames. I have got like 2 dozen frames. It's a fashion accessory. But for someone that needs, likes fashion like me, and then needs like eyes to like see, the fact that I have like, I can go to like I have them like, you know, a shoe like rack thing. Well, I've got them hanging. I can go up to my like hanging glasses rack and be like, well, these gold frames will go with what I'm wearing today. So, yes, I am that crazy with my accessories. So my glasses are like the thing to look at from the videos. But video 4, as I just like totally took a overpass there off my actual mission here, which is to talk about my sad life, but I figured I'd get a little bit of fun for you. Fun fact: Nikki likes fashion. Nikki likes excess. Nikki likes pretty glasses. And Nikki doesn't like to read this, but Nikki's going to read this out loud for you guys. So we're going to start the case file. Video 4 is the narrative, which, like I said, I was giving you a little teaser, which is written by Detective Spokes. And Detective Spokes was married to my 3rd grade teacher in Sedona. So very small town. Detective Spokes, I'm sure, when he got the call, knew who I was, because his wife had taught me. So anyway, I'm just going to read this first narrative, because going through this, it's like, whoa, we've got the other cop's narrative, and the other cop's narrative, and then we've got the autopsy report. So like, we're going to go through all these people, because I got to find out which one of these is the dirty cop. So right now we're going to go with Detective Spokes, and we're going to read his narrative. So this is how we're going to open up this case. This is going to take fucking years. It's already been years. So there's no rush. Unless he dies. But then again, even if he does die, I'm not going to stop seeking justice. Because if you Google my mom's name, all over the internet says that she's killed herself, and that's just not true. And I'm not going to let my mom's name. So this kind of like is to get justice, to put him behind bars, but really just like clear up my mom's name, guys. She did not kill herself. Stacey would never kill herself. No way. Narrative. Here we go. On 7/9/93 at 015, so at 1:50 in the morning, I was contacted by telephone by my residents and advised by dispatcher Rogers that there had been a domestic violence call at 530 Coffee Pot Drive, Sedona, Arizona, and that one of the parties had been shot and died at the scene. Dispatcher Roberts advised that Sergeant Stinson requested that I respond and assist in the investigation, and upon arriving at 530 Coffee Pot Drive, Officer Brooks advised me of the events as related to him by Russell Peterson. Officer Brooks then walked me through the residence. I first noticed wood splinters on the walkway in front of the residence. I then noticed a bullet hole and bullet jacket in the exterior wall just to the right of the front door. I then walked into the living room and noticed a bullet hole in the wall between the window and the front door. I also observed that the curtain in the front of the window also had a hole in it. I observed a glass of beer on the end table next to the couch and a glass of red wine on the coffee table. In walking into the bedroom, I observed the body of a white female adult, later identified as Stephanie Wasylishin, laying on the ground next to the closet. I noticed that Miss Wasylishin was wearing a green nightshirt, red underwear, and that she had a large caliber bullet hole along the left side of her neck. I also noticed a large amount of blood on the floor. I've got 100 pages of this to do. You cannot fucking sob every time. I'm sorry. And I'm not refilming this either. Fuck that, I'm not rereading this. Get through this. I requested that the Yavapai County Attorney Office be notified, and also requested the assistance of the investigator, Savaro, of the Yavapai County Attorney's Office. Upon investigation, Savaro, upon investigation of Savaro's arrival, the residence was secured. So far I've got 2 people in the house, Savaro and Spokes. Okay? That was for me. The residence was secured. Investigator Savaro and myself then contacted Mr. Russell Peterson and interviewed him about the incident and secured a permission to perform a consent search of the residence. Myself and Investigator Savaro then returned to the residence and processed the scene for evidence. After processing the scene, Investigator Savaro and myself interviewed the above listed investigative leads on 9/7/93 and 9/10/93. No, 7/9/93 and 7/10/93. Written report of interview is to follow. So that's how this starts. The investigation is continued. It is signed by Detective Spokes and by the supervisor, which it says Sergeant Bob. I can't make out the last name at this point. It's printed 1990s typewriter, or maybe, you know, like the old printers from like when we were in high school, or people that are my age, you know, see that print. So it's very hard to read the signature, so I can't make out who the supervisor was. So that's the first narrative. Flipping the page over, it's the Sedona Police Department supplemental report. Basically, it's nothing of consequence. This is laying out for me the investigators and the people involved that were just stated, but they've redacted it all, a lot of it. So basically it's like nothing of substance because a lot of it's redacted. Bastards. A lot of it I know because it's like, it's my address. It's my sister's name you've redacted. I'm like, waste your time. I waited 3 weeks for you to redact this and you didn't even have to do half of it because I already know it, because I lived it, because it's my life. But nobody wants to talk to me about it. Okay, so that's the first one. So that's video 4, which I apologize for the small breakdown. Video 5 will pick up with Sedona Police Department supplemental report by R.C. Irish. So this introduces our 3rd police officer. So when we pick up on video 5, I will be introducing the supplemental report for our next officer, who might be the dirty rat. We don't know. We're going to figure that out together.